I wanted to discuss with you the updates with regard to the pink tax. Basically, it's the issue where women's services and goods cost more than men's, and there's certain laws that, especially just within the last 7 months, came into effect to deal with that. If you go to a dry cleaner, it costs $10 to do to clean a blouse and $2 to clean a shirt when they're identical things. Or you get a haircut, you go to the barber, and it costs $6. A woman goes in and it costs $60 or whatever it is. So the pink tax is something they've been dealing with. 95, they passed it saying you couldn't charge different prices for services rendered to females as it to males, and that's been in effect for coming up on, I guess, 30 years. Well, there's a new law that just passed January 1st, or came in, it was enacted January 1st, 2023, and it's Civil Code Section 51.14. The section that deals with services, which has been in effect for coming up on 30 years, is 51.6, and it deals with what you're allowed to charge for women's services and what you're allowed to charge for men's services if they're different. There's still a problem. Pink razors cost, girls' razors cost a lot more than blue razors for boys, and the law passed, and this is what it actually says. I'm paraphrasing, but 51.14 provides business shall not charge a different price for any two goods that are substantially similar if those goods are priced differently based on gender. So if you go into a gym, our gym is selling gis, and the women's gis are more expensive than men's gis, or if the rash guards are more expensive for the women than the men, they're in violation of the pink tax or the Civil Code Section 451.14, and the penalties can be pretty severe. For the first violation, you get tagged with $10,000 for the violation, and then that's the maximum penalty for the first violation. And then every subsequent violation is $1,000. So every time you're selling a shirt and you sell a women's shirt, a rash guard for $10 or for $50, and the men's rash guard is $40, women's rash guard is $50. That's a concern, and you get tagged every time with a $1,000 violation. So the first time, if you don't know, they come in there and they get you. Say you've sold 1,000 shirts. It's not 1,000 times 1,000 $1 million. It's capped at $10,000. But every violation after you've been warned is $1,000 per sale, which can be a lot, and that's actually capped at $100,000. But those are issues you have to deal with. If you're a gym and you own a gym, you got to make sure the rash guards for the boys and the girls are the same, unless they're substantially different and they're more expensive. Or if you're just bumping it up because girls will pay more for rash guards, that's an issue. Gis, membership costs. If you actually charge less for women, that's an issue. If you charge more for women, that's an issue. Everything has to be equal and to avoid the pink tax and the penalties associated with the pink tax.